Subway is known for serving one of the few healthy meals in shopping malls in the United States. Although its alternative is not usually highly valued by certain sectors of the population, there is a group that enjoys its food very much. Young people and those who need a quick bite to eat, but do not want the typical hamburgers. It's for them that the product is aimed, and it's thanks to them and others that Subway has become a recognized brand in various parts of the world. Many influencers have taken pictures of themselves eating a snack with the brand's packaging, but due to the company's legal problems, these services may be interrupted. What kind of trouble did Subway get itself into? How bad is what is happening to the company, and why did it get bigger? Is there nothing they can do to save themselves from the possible scandal ahead? While Subway has always distinguished itself as a non-controversial and normal-looking brand, in the eyes of everyone it seems that, like any industry, it also hides certain dark secrets about its business. Trouble doesn't come to companies because something must trigger the trouble, and it seems that now it is the turn of this food company to find itself in the eye of the storm. What exactly is going on with Subway? We will see. That's how it is. It seems that all the trouble Subway is facing has to do with a certain lawsuit, which was triggered by the fact that their tuna is actually just misleading advertising. The funny thing is that this legal problem is not new, and bringing it to light can only mean that the chain has not yet let it go. Despite this, it seems that the brand's loyal customer base continues to consume its assorted meat and flavor snacks, including the dreaded tuna sub. Last week, a federal judge refused to dismiss certain parts of the lawsuit filed over the company's tuna. This is the third lawsuit filed by Karen Danoa and Nilima Amin in the United States District Court for Northern California. That's right, the third time two people have tried to sue the mega company. In their November complaint, residents of Alameda County in the Bay Area alleged that Subway's advertising and marketing misled them into, quote, purchasing food at luxury prices based on the claim that products made with tuna only contain tuna and not other species of fish. In the case filing, the plaintiffs alleged that 19 of 20 samples collected from Subway shops in Southern California, quote, did not contain tuna DNA sequences. This was based on DNA coding tests conducted by the Barber Laboratory in the UCLA Department of Ecology and Evolutionary Biology. The 20 samples were also said to have, quote, detectable chicken DNA sequences, while 11 samples had pig DNA and 7 included DNA from various bovines. What was Subway's response to these allegations? Denial. The company refutes the alleged offenses, claiming that the fish in its sandwiches is 100% tuna. In addition, in December, the company's lawyers filed a motion asking U.S. District Judge John S. Tiger to dismiss the lawsuit. In the July 7th order, Tiger did as requested and rejected Danoa's claims, apparently because he failed to provide evidence that purchasing a Subway product harmed him. The lawyer also ignored the plaintiff's claim that Subway misled customers by selling sandwiches that were not just tuna. According to the judge, some consumers do not understand that tuna salad sandwiches often contain mayonnaise, bread, certain vegetables, and other ingredients. However, despite the company's attempts, the judge refused to dismiss the claim that products made with tuna actually feature, quote, other species of fish, animals, and more. Subway says that any appearance of DNA from other animals likely comes from the eggs in the mayonnaise or from cross-contact of the ingredients. An allegation that is actually not so wrong, considering that all the sandwiches are prepared in the same place. Quote, while Subway's explanations may be correct, it is also possible that these claims refer to ingredients that a reasonable consumer would not expect to find in a tuna product, Tiger wrote. Moreover, the judge continued, even if the court were to accept Subway's statement that all non-tuna DNA must be caused by cross-contact with other ingredients, the claim established on the basis would still not be dismissed. And the judge is right. Why, looking at it objectively, how can we know that the appearance of external DNA is caused by contamination of the food? Has a study been done on it before it gets anywhere near the rest of the bar preparation products? We have reached the pause in the middle of the video. Take advantage of this time and do whatever you have to do. For our part, we continue to dwell on the problem Subway is facing, as well as the accusations being made against the company. Did you expect the problem to reach the status of a legal problem? We didn't, so why are we back on the topic? Quote, obviously, we understand that the court is obliged to accept the plaintiff's assertions as true at the pleading stage. The problem is that the plaintiff's assertions are not true. Subway's tuna is tuna, Goodman, the company's lawyer, wrote in an email to the Post. We look forward to vindicating Subway's image once the court considers the evidence. We are very confident that a ruling will be made in the company's favor on each of the plaintiff's claims. In its motion to dismiss, Subway argued that the DNA tests were unreliable because the plaintiffs did not provide sufficient information about the lab's methodology. The chain argued that the testing methods must be accurate in order to detect tuna DNA after the cooking process. It appears that it is easier to extract the DNA strand from live or fresh tissue than from cooked products. Due to the company's allegations, other media outlets decided to analyze Subway's tuna. Inside Edition took samples at 3 different locations, each of which was determined to contain tuna. However, the New York Times reviewed one sample and found that, quote, no tuna DNA was present. Of course, as has happened on other occasions, this could be because, perhaps, the food was so processed that the species could not be detected. Even with that external evidence, Tiger was not swayed by Subway's argument, which might give us an idea of how tough a trial would be. Quote, the court finds that the complaint as a whole is quite specific about what is false and why, Tiger wrote. It states that the description of tuna is false, either because there is no tuna in the products or because there are ingredients that a person would not expect to find in a product described as tuna. That's enough to continue the case. Thanks to that statement, Amin now has 21 days to file a complaint. If he tries again, this would be the 4th lawsuit against Subway, and the jab at him. For those who don't know, Amin was part of the original plaintiffs back in January 2021. They claimed that Subway's tuna was, quote, a mixture of several mixtures that had no tuna in them, but that defendants had combined to mimic the appearance of fish. This complaint was reviewed in June of last year and subsequently dismissed. Tiger addressed the matter in October and said the plaintiffs failed to prove that they purchased the Subway products. Although several people expressed dissatisfaction with the ruling, no one can deny that, since the first summons was filed to initiate the complaints, Subway has been struggling to clean up its image. The legal and media battle became too intense a reality, and in an attempt to change that, the company decided to launch a website providing transparent data on the inputs the chain uses. They also included expert commentary to make the data more truthful. For now, the chain says it regularly tests its tuna. However, this is not the first lawsuit against the company, so many are beginning to doubt the quality of its food. We have finished today's video. As we investigate the issue, not only do we find some strange details in the comments from Subway spokespeople, but there also seems to be confusion and inconsistency on the part of the people filing the lawsuit. Why make such a big deal out of the company and turn it into a public circus? Are they really interested in the quality of the food, or are they looking for something else? And in the case of Subway, why resort to dubious procedures? It seems that both sides have a lot of explaining to do. Don't forget to post your comments on the news, and add any topics you want to see on the channel. Remember, we talk about finance, entrepreneurship, and business news, so don't miss out on our content. We thank you for having made it this far, and for all the likes you always leave us in each of our videos. See you next time!